Hello, my friends. Bob Brown here. Welcome back to episode number 3 of the Networking Nomads Spotlight Series. For those of you that may not know, what we do in these Spotlight Series is I take some time to interview and to chat with different online marketers, network marketers, and content creators that are actually leveraging social media to build their online and network marketing businesses. They're the ones that are taking action, that are implementing, and getting results because of those very things. So these are the people that I wanted to chat with to kind of give and tell their stories, find out how they're actually building their online businesses and how they're growing and the successes that they're experiencing as well. So that's part of what these networking spotlights are all about. So today we have a special guest that comes all the way to us from Spain. Her name is Eva Hyllestad, and she has been online network marketer for a number of years now, and we met actually on Instagram. She came through, picked up my free Instagram guide, and from there ended up getting plugged into our Networking Nomads community. In the community, we started building a relationship there. I introduced her to some of the people that I'm working closely with to build my business. She's been able to get to know them and to learn from them as well. We've actually had an opportunity to work together on a couple different projects with these other marketers as well. It's been pretty amazing. So one of the things, the big thing that really just kind of impressed me about Eva is the fact that she is a massive action taker and was able to actually take some of those things she's learned, implement them into her business, and started seeing and getting results right away. And so because of that, I wanted to kind of share a little bit about her story. And so we're going to go ahead and jump on this interview right now. You're going to hear from Eva, what she's doing in her business, how she got started, a couple of those things as well. So I'll catch up with you after this interview and talk to you then. The first one is this. You can kind of explain to our audience, who you are, where you live, and how you got there. I mean, obviously you're from Norway, so you're living in Spain. So tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Spain, no, in Norway, and 11 years ago I moved to Cyprus actually with my husband at the time. We stayed there for 4.5 years before moving to Spain, and it was just by coincidence we came to Spain. We didn't know anything about the country, but it was so much greener than Cyprus, so we instantly liked it, and I've stayed here since then.
So that's kind of an interesting transition. What was the difference in the climate, the weather? So obviously you like the environment around you a little bit.
Well, the blue skies for one thing, because where I lived in Norway, it was on the west coast, and we had quite a lot of rain there and cold winters, and I don't like the cold, I don't like the rain, so that was the main thing for moving abroad. But also it's a different kind of lifestyle. You're calmer in one way, and you're not hasting from A to B, just pulling your hair out. And the kids were grown up, so we can actually leave because they left home. So okay, so I turned to live a little.
Freedom to kind of do some moving around.
Yeah.
I understand what it's like coming from that. We spent 3.5 years living in Scotland. And it was overclass and
yes. Yeah, I spent a year in Wales as well. So it's it was a lot of rain.
Most definitely. So so tell us, you're involved in network marketing. How did you get into that? What was your beginning stages, and what was maybe the evolution of that progress to where you are right now?
Well, I actually started with affiliate marketing about 10 years ago when this was living in Cyprus. Because the recession was on at the time, it was hard to find work, and if you did find work, it was very little paid. So we were struggling a little bit with money, so I tried to figure out how I could earn money online just to supplement on what we were already earning. But I didn't really... I went in with the money head. I'm going there and I'm a great salesperson. This is my background. I can do this. And didn't make a lot of sales in the beginning, I have to admit. So I gave up. And then a few months later, I started again because I came across a file. This is how you should do it. And over the years, I learned a little bit at the time, but I wasn't really into it. My heart wasn't into it because all it was for me to earn some money. And it was like nothing I was really passionate about or I didn't put my heart into it. So 2.5 years ago, approximately 2.5 years ago, a lady who is my sponsor in network marketing, she approached me and she said she had followed me on social media for quite a while and she thought I would be perfect for the business. I'm like, network marketing, what is that? I had no idea, MLM. And so, but she explained, and in the beginning I was like, no, I don't want to go into that. I had my turn with affiliate marketing, not interested. So it took 2 or 3 months before I actually got involved. And the questions back and forth. And she was calm and she was just what I needed to get all my answers, no, my questions answered. So when I started up, I was like, right, I don't know why I'm doing this, but it just feels right. This is me. So and I love the products. So I just jumped all in and yeah, that's been me since then.
Well, it makes a big difference, especially if you love the product. I know for me, I started back kind of in 2010, and when I started, it was because the market had crashed for us here. I was in construction. I'd lost everything. I'm looking for a new way now to kind of start all over again. And I thought too, because I was involved with computers, kind of a hobby, that kind of thing, and I'd created some websites, and I thought, okay, well, I can do this and I can make money at this, but it's a bit more of a learning curve than most people think when they jump online.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you're not passionate about what you're doing, that's why I think a lot of people get burned out, because there's a lot of work. It is a business. You have to treat it as a business, and you have to work at it every day if you want it to grow and to be successful at it. So that's a hard thing. I think that most people just don't understand that.
No, I can see that on my team as well. I had a big team just a year back, but half of them are gone because they thought they could just jump on board and do a little bit of work and expecting me and the other sponsors as well doing the work for them. It's not working like that. So it's very few in my team who's actually still working and actively doing this.
Right. And let me ask you this question. Why do you think that is? Other than the fact that it may be hard, but why is that you think people drop off so quickly?
It's two things. It's a mindset that they come into to this business with themselves. They think it is easy because some of them have heard it's very easy earning money online and it's just doing a few things and everything goes by itself. But also, as when I started this myself, my sponsor who got me into this, she actually quit. Just a few months after. And I knew my upline was in Norway, but I didn't know who they were, so I didn't know who to reach out for some help. So I was fumbling very much in the beginning. I had to figure out a lot myself, so because I believed in this. I just knew this was the way to go, but I couldn't really train my team because I really didn't know myself in the beginning. So when I finally got connected to the upline in Norway and they started, this is a lady who actually wants to do something and we have time, we want to help her. So I had an enormous support from Norway since then, and since it's gone better. But in the beginning it was, hard times.
Especially if you don't have support in that, and I think that's really a key factor. I know for me, there's a couple things that I've gotten involved in that typically you would have thought that you'd have some support from somebody, and it didn't. But I think I'm a lot like you, where you dig your heels in. Okay, I'm going to learn this, whatever it takes to learn this, and a lot of what I've learned for online marketing or really a lot of what I've learned about everything is YouTube. So you go to YouTube, type in how to whatever, and you can find whatever you need. So,
I love YouTube.
when it comes to this type of thing. So that's why, I kind of moved in that direction. I'm creating YouTube videos as well, how to help others, marketers kind of build that out. But kind of share with them, because I think we actually met through Instagram, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Share a little bit of that story and how it progressed to where, kind of our relationship is right now, and where, how we're doing business together right now.
Yeah, I think I visited your profile because I was searching on Instagram, and I made a comment, I believe, on one of your images, and then you contacted me, and I just knew there was something interesting about your profile, so I wanted to learn a little bit more about Instagram as well, because I'm not using it very often myself, and I know very little about Instagram, to be honest. And you just seem to have the knowledge about Instagram, so we connected that way. And you asked me a few questions about how I was doing and what my interests were, and you sent me a free file and got me connected with Gavin. And since then we've done the 5-day challenge and the bot training, and I absolutely love all that training, and it's just been an amazing ride. And the group of people who are connected with this, including yourself, are so supportive. It's like having another family again. I have my MLM family, but now I also have this community, this family online, and the people are just so positive. They are so helpful there, including you and Gavin and all the others in the group. They're just giving and giving and giving instead of just taking and taking and taking, because that you get a lot in the online world. So, and then it's all about giving, yeah, and it's all about sharing, and it's all about supporting each other. So it feels really good now, and I can feel my high energy level is probably even higher now.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, that's really good, and that's really exciting, because I think two things I want to touch on in that in just a sec. But I think we have a great community, and I think it's been again, what you realize is that they're people, and most of them have gone through the same story.
Yeah.
So they're able to actually help out, and as we come in with new people, meet new people, we can give back as well. But I remember back probably a year and a half ago, I would have been, and that's kind of when I first came across Gavin, I was so standoffish, although I wanted to get involved. Fear factor about opening up and getting involved in something else, and will I continue? Yeah. Will I make it through, or whatever else? And I just jumped in with both feet at that particular point. I said, okay, Gavin is somebody that I can learn from as well. And so from that point on, my business has really kind of taken off. Tools that I've learned from this community, and that's been really good. So the question I wanted to ask you too is, now with what you've gone through here, because we're talking about how people were dropping off in your business. And you're in a place now where you can actually teach a duplicatable system that you can actually help them out. Is that true?
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And I can see Crossline and also Upline and Downline now, they are paying much more attention. I've just done this, 2 or 3 months now? And already I can see a massive shift in the community that I have built, but also a part of in Norway. And my own confidence level had grown as well, because you can see everything you're doing, not everything, but a lot of what you're doing now gets some kind of result. And the snowball is just rolling, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. And when I started this with Gavin, I thought, hang on a minute, this sounds too good to be true. I have fallen for a lot of things before, but okay, I'll give it a go the 5 first days. Do you know what? I'm absolutely in love with this program, and Gavin, he is so detailed in his training, and he shows you, so it actually takes you by the hand. And oftentimes people miss that. They want that. And that I can see myself as a part of my learning with Gavin. And it's like, okay, I need to show more, take people more by the hand, and not just expect them to understand from what I'm explaining, because it's hard to imagine sometimes if you haven't done it before. But this, it's just been a roller coaster ride, and it's just, yeah. I'm surprised, possibly surprised. So I'm very thankful for you actually reaching out when you did.
That's what business is about. Again, my heart is like yours, and I want to help other people to grow.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm in business to build my business as well. But along the way, and that's what Zig Ziglar always says: if you can have everything you want if you help enough people get what they want. And so, again, that's the precipice behind what we do is to help other people, and obviously, there's a reward for that. And as you do that, people are actually growing. And so that's really exciting. So, and that's why I really, I've been wanting to kind of get with you and put you on here, because I've seen the action that you take. I mean, it's been, you learn something and you implement it, and it's just been on. Even like when I sent you the questions today, I didn't expect anything back, and you went through those questions and you got them back to me in, I don't know what, 5 minutes. You'd already answered them. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, the action, and that's what you need in this business, is to be able to.
Yes.
And that's what I say a lot of times is the massive imperfect action. It doesn't have to be perfect, and that's, I think, what I struggle with for so long, is because I want everything perfect.
I was the same.
I had to get to a point where I said, you know what, I've got to throw this out there and get started on it, and then we can perfect it down the road.
Yeah.
That's where real growth will come from. But you don't start somewhere, you don't get started at all, and so you won't ever see any growth or any fruit from that at all. So
exactly,
that's the important thing with that. So you're involved with network marketing, and then you've gone through kind of Gavin's training and some of the Facebook stuff. And so one of the questions I had on there was, if you were I'm going to recommend a social media platform for someone who's just getting started out, which one would you recommend and why?
I'm using Facebook mostly myself, and that's the platform I'm really comfortable with. I know how to use it. Not all the features, but I know how to use Facebook, and also there's so many possibilities with Facebook. You can create groups, you can create pages. If you have different things, you can have your private stuff there, and you can have your business there. And it's just easy platform to work on for me. I can see the benefits of Instagram, and that's why I connected with you as well, because I want to learn more. And funny enough, my daughter is here visiting at the moment, and she's Instagram girl. And just yesterday, she showed me a few simple things. I'm like, oh, I didn't know about that. And you're getting very excited. So I can see that Instagram is also a good platform to work on. But for me, it's Facebook at the moment.
Very good. Yeah. Because now let me ask you this, because now you're doing Facebook, but the process kind of that Gavin teaches is actually to set up a Facebook group to actually create a new warm market. And that's the exciting part of that. So I think, did you have a group before?
I had several groups before, but I actually took down 5 groups, because now I will implement. Those 5 groups, they were so specific, and it would take me so much time to create content to them. And I figured, okay, those groups I can actually implement in one group. And then I have another group that is more specific and is close to my heart. So I wanted to divide those 2. And obviously I have my team groups. So, but it's just, if you have too much, and this is what I learned through Gavin's training as well, if you have too much going on, you lose focus and you don't have control over what you're doing. And I can see and I've taken down a few pages as well. So just by focusing on a few things and just do that all the time, and then you can implement more of what's related to your subject. But for now, it's just, that's my main focus, and it's working much, much better than it did before.
Yeah, and I had to do the same thing, because I had several different fan pages that I was using. I had one group, and I had a group that I was set up, probably the one that I'm using right now was a different name, but I set it up. It was probably a little over a year and a half ago, and I only had like 25 people that were in that group, and there wasn't really any fruit from it. And it wasn't until going through some of Gavin's trainings that it was like, okay, this really works. And so I actually stopped spinning my wheels on these other things and started a little bit more, and I've seen the fruit of that. And that's it's probably taken me a bit longer, because I've jumped into everything. I'm doing Instagram, I'm doing Facebook, I'm doing YouTube, and I've got a lot of stuff, and I'm ambitious as well when it comes to those kind of things. Doing a lot of different things, but I'm finding it takes longer, because I'm doing so many more things, and I'm like, man, there's not enough time in the day. I want to do this, I want to do this.
The same.
Even like, I just did that. It was last Monday. I did an interview with Bruno, and I still haven't edited that one yet. I've got to get that one done. So this is coming up in 2 weeks, but I'm working away at that. And what happened for me too is I took a week off to go on vacation, and then coming back to that, I took my laptop, thought I'd be working, and then it just didn't happen. And so, kind of playing catch up now, and it just, but I'm getting back to the momentum of moving forward, and I'm really excited about that. Let me ask you this question. So you got involved. You kind of moved in a direction in your life where you're owning your own business, in a sense. You're an entrepreneur. How did you get involved with that? Did you have somebody in your family that was that you were following after that had
well, not really following after, but my great-grandparents on both sides were entrepreneurs, and my grandparents, well, actually grandparents on both sides as well were entrepreneurs, and yeah, it's just they were not working for anyone else but themselves, and we thought that hard work pays off, and we saw that, so we were helping out if it was in a shop or if it was on the farm or if it was doing something, and we got rewarded with either cookies or money, and so yeah, I was very young when I learned how to actually build your own business in a way, but and I always knew I wanted to create my own business, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I love shoes. I thought a long period of time I would do a shoe shop or something. I never did start that, but I did some event planning back in Norway.
My wife would love that one.
Yeah, so no, because I love I just love that bit of surprising people or making a good party for someone, weddings and birthday parties or whatever it is. So I did that for a couple of years in Norway before we moved abroad. But I wasn't really 100% into it. But this now for me is the right platform.
Yeah, because what you do is actually helping people on different levels. I mean, obviously, you know, health and business and those kind of things there. So it makes a huge difference. And again, I think that's part of it. So let me ask you this, then, kind of moving into this direction. So what is it that keeps you going in this now? What is your why, and why are you doing what you're doing?
Because I can help so many people in so many different ways. It's not just helping people doing online business like I'm doing, because not everyone is interested in that, but also because I have the products available to me. I can help people to better health and wellness, and that makes my heart go really boo-boo, because I'm an old nurse as well, or former nurse, so health and wellness is important to me. So so it's two different things, and it's also with the mindset and the positive thing and motivation. We all have our downs, and I was really down just a few years ago, and it was bad. So I needed to find some tools for myself to get myself back up again, and I know from that time that there's a lot of people out there struggling because they are so stressed out, or they are not in a place they want to be, and they are not sure where they want to be. And I can be at help at that place. Not necessarily to join my business, not necessarily to buy my products even, but just as a support, and that's helping. So there's so many levels you can help on being in this profession, and the more you open your mind to people and listen to their struggles and problems and issues, and you have probably been through a lot of those things yourself, so you can actually listen, this is what I did, this is the solution I had, maybe this can work for you. And it's it's good. It's a good feeling. It's when you help someone, even if you're not paid for it,
right,
that gives real value to your life, and you feel better yourself as well, and your confidence goes up as well. And just by helping others, you can get out of a gray zone yourself. So it's amazingly to be able to do this.
Well, and that's really important, because you said, when you first got started with affiliate marketing, there was no real passion or real drive in that.
Yeah.
Have something, especially if you're actually able to help somebody with that. There is a why. I know for me too. Is I look at my yesterday we celebrated my wife's birthday, and the family came over, the kids were there, grandkids, and so that's a big part of my why, of what I do this for. And it's sometimes we don't see the fruit of what we do on a regular basis, and so we need something to drive us through those times. To know it, as you know, being a business owner, even a network marketer, there are ups and downs that we have to have. Those times that we have solidified that why in our lives to really continue to move forward in what we're doing. If you don't have that, the chances of survival in this business, or really any business, is very slim. And that's why small businesses fail. And when you go online, it's no different, and sometimes it's even more difficult because you're having to work and be your own boss and actually do it. And that's what I tell people all the time is if you're going to be successful in network marketing, you have to treat it like a business. You can't pretend that you just want to make the money and reap the benefits from it. You've got to put in the work and then reap the rewards from that. But there are bad days, but having that why of why you do it really makes a big difference in your life. And so they kind of continue to press forward. And ultimately, I was listening to an interview by Gary Vee the other day, and he was talking about because he's been very successful at what he's done as far as social media and where he's come from. And he said this. He said, I would rather, if I was an artist, I would rather make $65,000 a year doing something that I'm passionate about doing than chasing money and being unhappy doing something that does not fulfill me. And so that's the case. And so, he's found his why, what he does, what he does. And so that's very important for all of us, to have that why that'll carry the difficult times. And that's really, really good.
I can totally relate to that because there was a time I had a job. I was an employee and had good money coming in. Okay, I liked my job, but I wasn't passionate about it, and it felt empty. So not all the time, but it wasn't enough, and it was okay. Money was good on the account, but but I couldn't figure it out back then why it was like that. But this is also a learning curve when you grow up. You can see back and you see things more clear, and your why doesn't have to be complicated. I remember starting up as an affiliate as well. They were talking about finding your why. And I'm like, what are they on about? The why? I want to earn money. That's my why. Okay, you have that. But why do you want to earn money? Yes, it's because you want to survive or support your kids or pay a mortgage, or that's your why, not earning the money necessarily. So it's some of us, including me, have a tendency to overcomplicate things. Just make it simple. Break it down to simple things. That's just an advice.
No, that's good. That's good advice. I mean, sometimes we overcomplicate those things, and we just got to be focused on that. And I know that a lot of people, and I share this a lot in my videos, people get involved with network marketing or online marketing because they see the allure of the big dollars, the six-figure incomes, and those kind of things. Almost people making that, but what they really don't realize, and I think most of them don't, and I know I did it at first as well, because I thought I could jump into it and that would happen. Give me a week or two, I'll be doing that. So, there's a lot of work that goes into that. Those people have paid their dues, they put in the work, and they've hustled to actually get where they are. And so, but it's not necessarily all about the money, because what got them there was the building of the relationships and helping other people out that enabled them to be elevated to a position where they're actually now able to earn a good income. So people have all different reasons why they get involved with things, but you got to know that it's got to be simplified so that you can stick to it and keep moving forward. So I think that's important as well. Yeah. So
I agree there.
Okay, so you're using Facebook, you're using some sorts of social media. I asked the question, what is it that you're obsessed right now with? So tell me a little bit about that. I think, because this is really important, I think, for anybody that's going to be in marketing online. This is the direction that we're actually heading in, and I think you're passionate about it. I'm passionate about it, and we're fruit from that. So share a little bit about that.
Well, the book training we recently went through was just because I've heard about the messenger bot, Facebook messenger bot, but I never really interacted with messenger bot before Gavin came with his. And they were like, oh, that's cool. And from day one, it went through my mind, how can I use this bot to help even more people? And I just set up my first bot, or a couple of them actually, but that's more towards network marketers and helping them out. But I also want to figure out how I can use these bots on other levels. So I'm currently working on that, and then tweaking it a little bit, testing it, and but also I have limited time now because my family is here on holiday, so I have a little bit of holiday. But I just want to, in there. So this bot, I think, is kind of the future in marketing, but not just for selling. It's also a way of if you can find a right way to use the bots without pestering and bugging people and stuff like that, you can actually help people with these bots. So I'm quite passionate about that at the moment.
And I think that's like, so we talked a little bit about this, and I've done email marketing, used email marketing. When I started, and I've probably been using, the messenger bots, chat bots for about a year now. Yeah.
Right.
And you can actually set those up the same way that you can kind of an autoresponder to actually, I mean, there's so much that you can do. We're just barely scratching the what actually can be done and what's going to be done with them. I heard some thing that, this is going to be in commercial use, here within the next year or so. And so if we kind of get in on the ground floor of this and start implementing this not only in our business, but helping other people to learn this, we've got a great opportunity to make a real big impact in that as well. But this is something that's life-changing. And I've seen the fruit of it just in the short time I've been using it. The results have been 10 times greater for me than any email marketing. And I don't think email marketing is going to go away. It will continue to be there. But I think we're going to kind of transition, move into what I call a paradigm shift into this market or the bots marketing, and we're going to see a lot of fruit from that. Because I think local businesses are going to benefit from this. Almost any business can benefit from this. And so if we're kind of on the ground floor of that, then we've got an open door to this as well. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have
so I actually talked to a few people in the community here because Eva, you are glowing now. What's going on in your life? What are you on to? And I've been talking about this book. That many are like, don't get it. But a few of them are like, oh, I think I want to hear more about this. I want to. So actually, some people have jumped on board just to test it out. The one it's not for them. I know the opportunity there is not for them, but they wanted to see how it works in action, and they are quite excited. So I think they are on board for the next challenge.
Here's the thing I say about that. It's not for them right now. Because timing is everything in this business.
Yeah.
It depends on where they're going to and what they're going to do. But I guarantee you, it will come around again as this begins to grow. Yeah. And say, oh, my gosh, that's what Eva was talking about.
Yeah.
What do we got to do? Jump into this. So
that's
pretty exciting as well. So
it is.
Yes, we're kind of coming up. We've got a half hour into this. We've got a couple more questions.
Right.
So, what do you see? So we got 4 more months. Do you have any specific goals that you kind of want to achieve before the end of this year, or what you want to start going into the next year?
For now, I'm focusing on just improving what I'm already doing and get more, because it's more secure in myself and get the system going and start. Well, I already started with the team to help them to grow their businesses and do the attraction marketing and so we are learning together. So it's because this is the way Gavin has explained this and with the bots as well, it's so new still. So there are a few new tactics for me to practice, but I can also see that like with video marketing like you're doing, that also I can use much more. I want to, but it's the perfection part. So no, by the end of the year it will be, just looking back 2 months now, I think by the end of the year I can't really understand now how far it's gone, because it's going very quickly now. And I set some goals, yes, and I think I will reach them before the end of the year. I'm very excited about this. So
that's really good. And I think for you though, video is one of those avenues that you probably should pursue. Great presence online, and I think because you have the ability to teach and to share as well, and I think that's something that would really help you out as well. The reason I do that is, obviously videos make us more brandable, I think, and more personable aspect that goes through, because people can see you, can kind of feel what you're where you're coming from, those kind of things. And I've really seen, it's funny because I was just looking back at a couple of the videos. I started video marketing kind of about 2 years ago, and I'd get in front of the camera, and I've done public speaking and those kind of things, but to get in front of a camera and look at those videos, from 2 years ago, it's hilarious. But I've learned in this I won't say that I'm 100% comfortable in front of a camera, but I've definitely gotten better at it. And and I see really kind of the fruit of that as I'm kind of growing my Instagram account, my YouTube account, seeing well. But the good thing is with YouTube, a lot like we talked about at the beginning, how-to videos that people are looking for.
Yeah.
YouTube is searchable, second largest search engine. People are actually going there to find information out. So if we're actually able to put that information out to them, and so that's why I think for you to be able to do that, create some videos to put in your group as well, would be a real big benefit.
Absolutely.
So maybe that goes on the goal list for the beginning of next year. We don't want to.
It is on there. It's on there.
I'd like to move that direction. I think it'd be really good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So if somebody wanted to find out where you are, how can they find you? What's your Instagram account? What's your website? Share that. I'm going to go ahead and leave I'll leave a link as well, but share that with us now.
Well, you will find me if you search for Eva Hyllestad. You will find my personal profile on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. I think is my business account. Yeah. So, but Eva Hyllestad, and you will probably find me on most social medias. Maybe an old account, but currently I'm using Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm blogging.
Okay, so you're as ambitious as I am.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is I mean, and I don't know if you're using some of this as well, and this might be kind of helpful for our audiences. Fortunately, there's software out there that actually will help to syndicate that. So, when I put an Instagram post up, that post immediately goes to my Facebook page. It also goes to my Twitter account. When I put a YouTube post up there, it goes to Google+, it goes to LinkedIn, it goes to these other places. So you can actually use some free software that will actually syndicate, which actually is out there, because to be able to spend time on each one of those platforms, it takes a lot of time.
It takes a lot of time.
Are you using any of that type of syndication tools?
No, I just heard about it, but I haven't done enough research to figure out it. So you can teach me that.
I'll show you a link. I'll send you there are some free really, really good that can help to do that. And I'll put a link underneath this video. It's on there, so anybody else well, and I'll probably do some training on it, because I think it's really good. It's really helped me out a lot as well to do that, because again, when you're going to each platform and you're actually, even if it's the same post, you're putting it on every day, it's time. And again, we got in this, I think, for time freedom. And again, like anything, it's a business, so we have to work hard for a shorter period of time so that we can have the freedom down the road. And I think any type of business, that's we're in it for the time freedom and value that comes along with it. So I'll share that with you too, and then well. So is there anything else you want to share? Any other tips you want to get a single tip that you want to pass on to anybody?
Yes, never give up. Even in the hardest times, never ever give up, because you don't know what's coming around the next corner, and it can just be that thing for you. Never give up.
That's great advice. Really appreciate that. So, well, fantastic.
All right.
So glad I got to spend some time with you here and chat with you a little bit. Maybe we can do something.
Thank you for inviting me.
Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Well, there you have it, my friends. Great interview with Eva Hyllestad. I really enjoyed spending some time on that interview with her. I hope you did as well. If you did, make sure that you head over to her different social media profiles, platforms, and connect with her there. Let her know that you saw her on the Networking Nomads Spotlight. I'm sure she'd appreciate that. You guys can connect and build those relationships on her platforms. That would be fantastic. Also, if you are watching this and you're not part of our Networking Nomads community and you would like to be, then what you need to do is leave me a comment below. If you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching it on YouTube, then go ahead and click that link below this video here. If you'd like to get your hands on that free Instagram guide that I talked about, how to get your first 10,000 followers on Instagram, there'll also be a link below here, or leave me a comment on Facebook. So you guys have a great day. Look forward to giving you another interview just like this coming up here real soon. So we'll talk to you then. Until then, have a great day. Bye now.